Long before humanity existed, other advanced alien civilizations were already exploring the vast expanse of the universe. On the planet Samaris, Mills watches his young daughter, Navine, playing joyfully on the beach. He turns to his wife, Alia, and reveals that he has accepted a 2-year exploration mission. While Mills typically takes on shorter assignments, this time he needs the additional income to fund a critical medical treatment for Navine, who is battling a serious illness. Later, Mills teaches Navine how to whistle using her hands, sharing a tender moment with her before finally breaking the news about his upcoming journey. Sometime after, Mills is aboard a spacecraft as the lead pilot, responsible for a crew in cryogenic sleep. During the voyage, the ship encounters a sudden meteorite storm and is struck repeatedly by debris, causing significant damage. As the ship starts to break apart, Mills rushes to the cockpit, sending out an emergency distress signal while attempting to guide the vessel to a safe landing on the nearest planet. Despite his efforts, the ship splits into 2 sections. In the moments before impact, Mills thinks of Navine, his heart heavy with regret, before losing consciousness. When he awakens, the ship's computer informs him that they have landed in an uncharted location. Mills discovers a piece of metal embedded in his stomach. Gritting his teeth, he removes it and cauterizes the wound to stop the bleeding. After donning his spacesuit, he inspects the ship, only to find that the cryo chamber has been severely damaged. Armed with a laser gun for protection, Mills ventures outside, where he encounters a mysterious creature swimming in a nearby pool of water. To his horror, Mills finds the lifeless bodies of his crew scattered across the crash site. Devastated by the loss, he searches the ship for any usable equipment and realizes the escape pod is located in the other half of the vessel, which landed elsewhere. Feeling trapped and hopeless, Mills sends another SOS message, stating his location is unknown. Overwhelmed by despair, he considers ending his life, but memories of Navine give him the strength to carry on. Mills gathers the recordings of Navine's messages, listening to her voice for comfort. Suddenly, the ship's computer detects a functioning cryopod nearby. Rushing to investigate, Mills is shocked to find a passenger named Koa still alive inside. After freeing her, they begin their journey back to the ship. Along the way, Mills notices a massive paw print on the ground, leading him to a startling realization. They have landed on Earth 65 million years in the past, surrounded by dinosaurs. As night falls, Mills and Koa return to the ship. That evening, Mills dreams of Navine, who pleads with him to come home. The next morning, determined to escape and save Koa, Mills uses the ship's computer to locate the other half of the vessel. However, the scan fails to pinpoint its location. Venturing outside, Mills discovers enormous bones, a grim reminder of the planet's deadly predators. While exploring, Mills is unexpectedly struck by a blast of hot water from a geyser. Shaken but unharmed, he notices something glinting in the distance. A quick scan confirms it's the other half of the ship, perched on a distant mountain. As Mills contemplates the best route to reach it, a small dinosaur attacks him. After a fierce struggle, Mills subdues the creature, only to hear more noises coming from the woods. Investigating the sounds, Mills finds that Koa has wandered away from the ship. When she sees him, she runs, and Mills chases after her. They both tumble down a ledge, landing near the remains of a massive dinosaur. Suddenly, the trees shake violently as an even larger predator approaches. Mills grabs Koa and drags her back to the ship, where he tends to her injuries. Attempting to explain their situation, Mills realizes they don't share a common language, and the ship's translator is malfunctioning. To communicate, Mills uses red powder to draw a map of the mountain and the escape pod on a tablet. Koa, understanding the word family, draws her parents. To comfort her, Mills lies, claiming her family is waiting at the mountain. Later, Mills sends another SOS message reporting that he has found a survivor. Meanwhile, Koa discovers Navine's recordings and begins watching them. Enjoying the story so far? Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support powers our adventures. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive back into the adventure. As Koa watches the tapes, it's revealed that Nevine's condition worsened during Mills's first year away, and she was hospitalized. Initially, her messages were filled with pride and love for her father, but over time, they grew bitter and angry as she felt abandoned. When Mills finds Koa watching the recordings, he shuts them off and announces they must leave immediately. Packing essential supplies, Mills and Koa set off through the wilderness, moving quietly to avoid attracting predators. Their journey is grueling, but Mills's constant care for Koa begins to forge a bond between them. One afternoon, Koa notices a red glow in the sky but says nothing. Bored and restless, she picks berries from a bush and throws them at Mills to annoy him. Frustrated, Mills scans the berries, revealing they're poisonous, and warns her to stay away. Later, a large insect lands on Mills's neck. He kills it, but his hand becomes coated in a sticky, foul-smelling substance. Attempting to clean it on a tree, the substance proves so adhesive that a piece of bark sticks to his hand, causing Koa to laugh. Mills playfully tries to touch her with his messy hand, but their game is interrupted when a small tree falls in front of them. Hearing strange noises, the duo discovers a small dinosaur trapped in a pit of the same sticky substance. Koa, feeling sorry for it, rushes to help despite Mills's protests. Reluctantly, Mills assists her, and the creature is freed. However, moments later, it's attacked and killed by a pack of predators. Mills pulls Koa into hiding to shield her from the gruesome scene, but she cries, heartbroken. After the predators leave, Mills and Koa continue their journey, stopping at a waterfall to clean themselves and refill their water supply. Mills worries about his worsening stomach wound, but thoughts of Nevine and Koa's safety keep him going. Koa picks some flowers and insists on placing one in Mills's hair, lightening the mood momentarily. When Mills's scanner loses the mountain signal, he climbs a tree for a better view. As he scans the area, a bug lands on his hand. Startled, he shakes it off, causing the branch to break. Mills falls, dislocating his arm. Koa helps him reset it by pushing it against a tree, but the noise attracts a group of dinosaurs. Mills instructs Koa to step on his arm for the final adjustment, then grabs his gun to fend off the creatures. Mills fires at the dinosaurs while ordering Koa to run. Once she's at a safe distance, he activates small bombs, eliminating half of the predators. The remaining dinosaurs attack, but Mills manages to shoot them one by one. Meanwhile, Koa is cornered by flying dinosaurs. Mills rescues her, but a hidden predator grabs her with its tail and drags her away. Mills chases after them, firing a shot to scare the creature off. Koa, now terrified, refuses to move. Mills sits nearby, giving her space. As night falls, he whistles a tune he used to play for Nevine, calming Koa. She responds with her family's whistling melody, finally agreeing to continue their journey. The duo finds a cave to spend the night. Mills sets up sensors for safety and scans the sky, noticing a meteorite nearby. Koa distracts him by revealing she's brought one of Nevine's tapes. Initially angry, Mills eventually plays it, finding comfort in Nevine's voice. As he tries to sleep, he recalls the day Alia informed him of Nevine's death, bringing him to tears. Later, the sensors alert Mills to danger. He finds a bug inside Koa's mouth and removes it, saving her life. Suddenly, a massive dinosaur appears outside the cave. Mills fires at it, and they escape through a narrow passage. After hours of navigating tight spaces, they reach a dead end. Mills attempts to dig through a small gap, but makes little progress. Koa, desperate to find her family, insists they keep trying. Mills uses bombs to widen the hole, allowing Koa to crawl through. Mills escapes the cave and realizes a massive meteorite is approaching. He locates Koa, who is being chased by a dinosaur. Mills falls into quicksand and begins to sink. Koa, hearing his cries, uses bombs to kill the dinosaur and rescues Mills. Reunited, Mills explains the meteorite's imminent impact, and they race toward the mountain. They reach the base, and Koa climbs first, securing a rope for Mills. They find the other half of the ship and activate the computer, confirming a rescue vessel is en route. Koa discovers the destroyed cryotanks and confronts Mills about his lie. Mills shows her a picture of Nevine, explaining his loss. Koa hugs him as they reconcile. Suddenly, meteorite fragments begin falling. Mills and Koa rush to the escape pod, but a fragment hits the ship, causing the pod to tumble down the mountain. Koa wakes first and attempts to launch the pod, but the computer refuses due to its position. Mills regains consciousness as a dinosaur attacks. He retrieves his gun, but it malfunctions. Koa plays Nevine's tape, creating a hologram that distracts the dinosaurs. Mills kills them and the pod is repositioned for launch. As Mills prepares to board, the dinosaur from the cave reappears. He lures it into a geyser blast, but Koa delivers the final blow with her bone weapon. They escape in the pod just as the meteorite strikes Earth, triggering the extinction of the dinosaurs. As the pod travels toward the rescue vessel, Mills closes his eyes, imagining a reunion with Nevine. Koa holds his hand, offering comfort as they journey home.